Prepare yourself for another beauty here in the Final Fantasy Tactics All Archers Challenge Run. We are at the gate of Lionel Castle. We've got an interesting and unique formation that we have to deal with here. Poor Ramza is stuck by himself up on the top of the gate. Gafgarian ambushes him from behind, and the rest of the team is stuck outside of the gate while Ramza and Gafgarian duke it out inside of the gate. There are a number of interesting challengers on the ground, and then Gafgarian with his sword on the bottom. Ramza does enjoy a height advantage from Gafgarian. Unfortunately, the Knight Sword ability does not have a height disadvantage, so Gafgarian can run up and hit you with that Drain ability from the ground, even though Ramza has a huge height advantage. Now, his bow will, of course, have a wonderful range there, so Ramza will be able to hit Gafgarian from almost anywhere up there on the top. I'll talk about how I have the rest of the party laid out here on the bottom. We have two archers on the screen, as you can see, so what I did was I went with Arrow Guard on all four of my characters down there, Speed Save on Ramza. Gafgarian comes up. He's got a move of 3, and then Knight Sword has a range of 3 on top of that, so I need to be more than 6 squares away from Gafgarian in order to be safe from that ability. Ramza can move over to a spot up here on the tower that he can still hit Gafgarian from, but he can't quite get all the way out of there because he has the power gauntlet on, not the battle boots. So he does just have a movement of 3 because I wanted him to do a little bit extra damage with every attack on Gafgarian. So he will move back to that part of the wall, and he can use various charges on there, but I need to make sure that it is before either Ramza is supposed to get another turn or Gafgarian is supposed to get another turn. And as you can see, charge plus 5 right there. I can charge on him all day long before he gets another turn, and then Ramza will get a turn shortly after that. So the reason they have Arrow Guard is to just allow me to totally ignore the two archers down here. I have Arrow Guard on everybody, so I can just focus on first the Summoner, then the Knights. Let the archers just shoot at me all they want. The first attempt at this battle, I very nearly beat it on my first attempt, which meant to be just an exploratory look at the fight. But one of the archers himself had Arrow Guard. That's me checking to make sure that he does not have Arrow Guard right there. This is the second time I attempted this battle. He just randomly ended up with Arrow Guard, and so I ended up losing the fight because one of my guys died, and I could not get enough damage into him with his Arrow Guard. I was firing and firing and firing, had everybody else dead, but just couldn't kill him before we turned into a crystal. So there's the Summoner gone. That's the primary threat right there, and I'm glad I could get him in 2 shots at my current levels and with our compatibility there. I could 2-shot the Archer, or the Summoner. Now we're just worried about those Knights, and we want to form a formation that will allow us, again, to distribute the damage that we take, not allow any one character to get ganged up on. So that we don't have anybody die early in this one. I want to keep everyone on their feet, and the way to do that is to get ourselves lined up so that we distribute damage, and then we're also, of course, able to just ignore the archers and keep them till the end because they will have a pretty low chance of hitting us. So I'm trying to get in range of these Knights, try to get them down quickly but without leaving everybody exposed. Here, Agrius is still out of range of all of the Knights. That's why I was carefully counting, because their movement is 3 also. So you need to be more than 4 tiles away from one of the Knights in order to be safe. Now, not all of my archers are safe because the 2 had to rush up for positioning to get the Summoner. So we have to come up into harm's way a little bit to get rid of that Summoner. Those 2 that rushed up are both going to be attacked here. Luckily, she just went for the head break instead of a damaging attack. I will take armor breaking all the time. Of course, that does reduce your hit points a little bit, but not as much as 56 or 60 as some of their attacks can do. Here is a possible attempt ender here, Hell Ivy. Again, we had a Knight with Elemental in the execution site, and now we have another one here with Hell Ivy. Charge plus 3 misses from him. Here's charge plus 5. 96 damage on Gaff. Now Gaff is going to get another turn, and he will be able to reach Ramza with his ability. Ramza could not get 7 squares away. He can only get 6 squares away. So Gafgarian with his max move and the attack was there. Now Ramza has the speed advantage, which is nice. Now Ramza's turn is coming up here. And the speed is going to be important because I need to rely on Ramza getting 2 actions before Gafgarian does because of how much damage Gaf can do. So here I'm looking at the list again, and I can see that Ramza is going to get another turn after this. So Ramza is going to charge this attack. He's going to get this attack off and then get another turn where he can do the stick and move to get out of Gafgarian's range. So he did eat 2 Night Swords so far. I don't want him to eat another one, and if everything goes according to plan, he will not have to eat another one. Now here is me counting the tiles from the knights. Again, you want to be more than 4 tiles away. And luckily, the bows have a range of 5 on flat ground, and the ground here is all flat out here. So you can get 5 tiles away from your target. The knights cannot move up to attack you. Now, I wish we had a little bit more room to maneuver. We don't. But that is okay. I'm also looking at what are safe charge lengths that will allow me to do the best damage to these female knights. And sometimes I'm relying on the knights coming up and attacking specific characters rather than my chargers or other people who are in the way. So I'm relying on them attacking the closest unit they can or the weakest unit they can. I'm not a master in manipulating the AI in this game, but I can set things up to have a close target or a weak target close to them that they will go after, or a low hit point target that they will go after. So here's everybody charging again because I want to be efficient with my actions and have each action of mine do the most damage that it can. She's getting way out of the way, so she can hang out back there for at least 1 round, depending on where they move after this. She's safe now, and she may be safe after this this formation. Depends on where the knights move to. Here you can see that even though she's charging, Arrow Guard can still keep her from getting hit by that big attack from the archer, that 126. So I'm relying on her evasion there, her 70 whatever % evasion. That charge missed that knight because of the critical. She died. There's another knight down. The other archer is going to try to get involved in the mix. He's not going to have a whole lot of success. He's going to miss too. That leaves us with just 1 knight down here to deal with. She's coming over to Agrius. Nice hit on Agrius. Here's Ramza's attack on Gafgarian. Now, Ramza can attack and then move because he is 1 more Night Sword, and that's it. Ramza can attack and then get out of range of Gafgarian. Gafgarian will not be able to move 3 squares and still hit Ramza with his sword attack after Ramza's move. So Ramza's going to have to attack and then run. Gafgarian will get a turn. He'll try to move to Ramza. He'll try to get there. He won't be able to, and he will leave himself in range of an arrow attack. He cannot reach Ramza from right here. Ramza will get a chance to attack or maybe even charge if he gets his turn quickly. He might even be able to do a charge attack at Gafgarian to get him to die. So we will see what happens when we come up there. Looking to see if it's worth doing a move and then attack, or if I should go after this archer first, because technically he's got a lethal attack charging on my female archer back there. Lethal or maybe nearly lethal. I need to look at the damage printout again. So she may be marked for death, barring, of course, her dodging right there. Now he can get a nice boost if he had charged, but he'll take the boost of attacking a charging character. And we're leaving the knight there in front of Agrius, presuming the knight will attack Agrius again when her turn pops up, and then she can try to get out of there. And I'm looking at just how much we can charge this up. The CT of 6. Or sorry, the charge plus 4, which is 6 slots, is fine for her to do. And here I'm checking the list again. But I'm seeing that my charges are not going to do me any good because Gafgarian is going to get a turn as soon as we are firing the shot. And I look dispiritedly at the fact that I am 5 damage short of taking out Gafgarian. And I have nowhere to run. I can't get down to the ground. I can't flee anymore. All I can do is hope for a critical hit or a lightning strike I get neither. Gafgarian has 5 hit points left. I can't move out of his range. All I can do is wait and hope. And Gafgarian runs away. That was not set up by me. I wish I could claim that I set that up. That Gafgarian could have come up, killed Ramza, ended the battle, and healed himself. But Gafgarian's AI looked at his hit point total, looked that there are other enemies alive on the field, other of his allies alive on the field, and ran. He didn't even... It's incredible. It's incredible that happened. And that is basically battle over. Gafgarian had Ramza beat. Ramza did not have enough hit points to survive. And all he would have had to do is hit 100% Night Sword. But Gafgarian's AI brought him back. And now he's within range of a finishing snipe from Ramza. And now our last archer down there is on his way out of this world as well. Ramza going for the pop shot from Gafgarian. And Gafgarian immediately turning into that special Gafgarian crystal. On we go. Now I don't have enough jump to be able to get down the gate in such a short time. So Ramza is going to work his way out and around. I decided at this point in the battle I did want to just go ahead and grab all the crystals and treasure chests from these guys to see if there was anything useful or any abilities useful. My archers were pretty close to mastered, but I wanted to see if there's something random that would save me a little bit of JP in the archer class from those two. So I guess it's just one archer down there and then the knight and summoner. So I decided to just grab crystals and treasure chests from everybody, leaving that last archer alive, letting him just have his last few attempts to plink us down. We were never really in any danger here. Ramza's going to go grab Gafgarian's crystal just to see what's up there, just to see what's going on with it. And can't quite get it there on that one. He did get the speed save earlier, so he will be a little bit faster. So, yeah, the Ramza thing with Gafgarian was, again, totally unplanned. My previous attempt, I did get a lightning strike on Gafgarian, so actually he only ate the first Night Sword. He didn't take a second one because of that lightning strike. Ramza was able to move over there, get the lightning strike, get the hit, and get Gafgarian out of there. So it was a much, much easier fight that first time. But Gafgarian definitely had it won. And we're just going to look and see what ability he has. Nothing of value. Nothing of value. But that's a nice restoration of Ramza's hit points, because he had taken a couple of Night Swords to the face. And as we gather up the treasure, we're just looking forward to the Quicklin battle, the first of these Zodiac monsters that you will fight inside this castle once we are finished collecting all the goodies off the corpses of these guys. I'm not attacking here with those damage printouts because a lightning strike could finish him off. So if I get a good hit and a lightning strike, that could finish off Mr. Zemeckis there. And he's just going to run away. He's going to try to plink us down. He's got a 33% chance on that one. Couple more crystals. Ramza has gotten his Gafgarian crystal. And I'm going to go for the rare gate opening strat. This very, very unique part of this battle is that if Ramza gets to the gate switch, he will open up that door, and that does allow the rest of the party to come in. It allows Gafgarian to come out if he's out there. Looks like we have a Knight ability and a Chemist ability. Don't need any of those. But if they had something that I needed, say, Secret Hunt or, say, Steel Weapon, which are things that I wanted to pick up, that's what I was just hoping for, something random like that. The things I was going to give myself, move, find item, things like that. Green Beret was nice because it's actually a piece of equipment that I use. So that worked out well for me. Because again, I am giving myself a chance to get the top bows for these archers. So I'm picking up Steel Weapon and move, find item, and Secret Hunt. So there's the gate open strategy for Ramza. We don't often see that, at least not in versions of this battle that I play. So this is kind of a prelude to the inside of Ryovan's castle where you fight Wygraf solo with Ramza one-on-one. Little bit of a prelude to that. So we'll see. Ramza did okay in this iteration of it, and I don't know how he's going to do with Y-Graph later on. We will find out in the next act, I suppose. And there's move, find item right there. So we grabbed move, find item right there. That saves me going over to the chemist and using that JP. Although by now I probably have enough overflow JP to pick that skill up, but we are just fine on it. Ramza can actually come out into the main gate area if he gets enough movement, but he's just not going to care. He's fine. And Agrius is going to put herself in position for the kill shot here on that very last archer, Mr. Zemeckis, and that is the front gate of Lionel Castle. Next time we come back, we are heading in to fight the Cardinal and the Zodiac monster Quicklin.